Stafford will fly on a private plane to Minnesota on Saturday if all goes according to plan and he tests negative. Meanwhile, the 49ers shut down their team facility Wednesday after wideout Kendrick Bourne tested positive for COVID. The team later placed Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel on the reserve COVID-19 list after it was determined they had close contact with Bourne. Elsewhere, Aaron Jones is listed as questionable with a calf injury for Thursday's game against the 49ers. Packers running backs Jamal Williams and A.J. Dillon are unavailable after being placed on the team's reserve COVID list. But it's still game on Thursday night as the Packers look to avenge their NFC Championship loss to the 49ers. NFL Network coverage starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Right now, get a 5-quart cup of full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for just $22.98. They're an iconic duo, salt and pepper, a hammer and a nail, or the holidays and awkward hugs. You can't get one without the other. That's Napa Full Synthetic and a platinum filter for just $22.98. Quality, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
General states pricing. Sales price does not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 12/31/20.
The entire NFL is conversations and actions that toward a equal and just. Inspire Change showcases how NFL players, clubs, and the league are joining together to ensure that access to opportunity is a reality and to create progress in police community relations, criminal justice reform, and education and economic advancement. Learn more about these efforts at NFL.com/inspirechange.
The Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
You got caught up on your rest?
I finally conked out.
Okay. Yeah, long night, and it's going to continue, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know, night or day.
Yes.
They're working on those ballots night and day.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So we'll update you.
What's that?
I said we'll update you as things change.
Yeah.
In fact, we've got an update in the news this morning.
Yes. So stick around. We'll have film at 11.
Maybe even 12. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And just to give you a heads up, traffic accident, Highway 98 and Dogwood Road, and 2 vehicles involved. At least one of the vehicles is on its side. There are some injuries. You may want to avoid that area. Again, that's Highway 98 at Dogwood Road.
Know right where that is?
Yes. Okay. You want birthdays?
We need birthdays, so we better celebrate them.
Okay. Keith Sumner is 80. Hard to believe, huh?
It's hard to believe. Wow.
Okay. Art Garfunkel is 79. Is he talking to Paul Simon yet?
You know, I think so. I think they have. They made some benefit appearance, and this has been several years ago, and I think that kind of mended, whatever that means, mended the fence.
Yes. Yes, their artistic differences went by the wayside.
Went by the wayside.
Okay, Peter Noon, Herman of Herman's Hermits, 73. Actor Nestor Serrano is 65. Actor, comedian Mo Gaffney, 62. Actor Robert Patrick is 62. Actor Tilda Swinton is 60. Actor Michael Gaston, 58. Actor, singer Andrea McCardle is 57. I believe she was Annie on Broadway.
I don't remember.
Tatum O'Neal, 57. And let's see, actor Judy Reyes is 53. Actor Seth Gilliam, 52. Actor Corin Niemak, 49. Actor Sebastian Arcellus is 44. Actor Luke Hemsworth, 40. Actor Jeremy Lelliott, 38. Actor Annette Mahendru is 35. And Kevin Jonas of the Jonas Brothers is 33. Which one is he?
Well, I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, that's right.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
Well, what do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert, school, having dinner with friends,
take better care of each other,
support local shops and stores, offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Chavela Aguilar, Thomas Alvarez, Teresa Bonias, Sean Munger, Roxy Garcia, Max Lemus, Martin Redondo, Jorge Sanchez, David Garcia, Angela Duarte, Jasmine Cota, Patty Escalera, Cameron Martinez, Evelyn Stewart, Gabby Cordova Jr., Isabel Jesse, Jose Lomelai Jr., Heidi Morse, Johanna Morillo, Pearl Angel Levesque, Chuy Moreno, Elaine Valdivia, Alex Palacios, Roseanne Fernandez, Amy Collins, and Adriana Zambrano. Happy birthday from KXO. And we salute you on your birthday. Whoopee! Coming up, we've got a look at news, including an election update, local election update. We'll let CBS handle the heavy lifting on what's going on across the country. Still no winner, and still waiting, and it may be a while. Okay, let's see. Today is Donut Day. Donut.
I thought that was celebrated every day of the week.
I think so. Some calendars list June 5th as Donut Day. Now, if you celebrated Donut Day back in June, you don't have to celebrate again today. Unless, of course, you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donut. Yes.
Yep.
I can't remember the last time I had a donut.
Well, they're around.
Yes.
If you're, wondering.
Yes. I wonder if you could have a peanut butter donut.
I'll bet you can. Sure.
Yeah, well, a study shows a chemical in peanuts may promote hair growth. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I've seen plenty of bald elephants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you rub the peanut butter in your hair?
Just going to ask the same question. How's the application work?
Yes. I don't know. Have you seen that laser light hat that they're advertising for hair growth?
No.
It's like $500, and it's a baseball cap with laser lights in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're underneath the hat, so to speak.
Yes, yes.
That makes it safer that way, too.
Well, certainly. And, of course, it does promote hair growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that.
Sure.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there's one born every minute, huh?
Yes. They see you coming.
Yes. Anyway, we've got the news. Are you ready?
I'm ready for news.
Okay. We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. And it is all brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. There are protests and legal challenges, but the ballot counting continues. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro.
We don't need spin anymore. The campaigns are over. What needs to happen right now is for us to have some patience, to do a count, and to make sure it's accurate.
Here's correspondent Major Garrett.
Pennsylvania is crucial to the president. He has to have Pennsylvania. Joe Biden doesn't need Pennsylvania. He can have Nevada and Arizona and be at 270.
The counting continues in several states. As of now, Joe Biden has 253 electoral votes. President Trump, 213. Georgia and North Carolina are still considered toss-ups. Aside from the counting, security officials say there were very few other worries. Former FBI Assistant Director Greg Bauer.
The predictions by the Department of Homeland Security that this would be the most secure election in U.S. history will probably turn out to be true.
CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
No matter how hot it is outside, you can count on a reliable, energy-efficient York air conditioner to keep you cool and comfortable inside. And you can also count on it being protected by one of the strongest warranties in the industry. It's just another way we install confidence. To learn more, call Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501. You can also save up to 50% in energy costs. Call Lock today, 353-4501. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
COVID cases rising at a dramatic rate across the increase in cases has been much slower in California. Health and Human Services Secretary Mark Ellie says there's a key factor.
Being outdoors and having as many things outside as possible really does make a difference. So I think our approach to keeping as much of our activities outdoors has contributed quite a bit to keeping transmission low.
Supporters and critics of mail-in balloting as votes are still being counted in the current election. Governor Gavin Newsom says he's all for using it in future elections, with voters now used to it.
Once the proverbial mind is stretched, it ever goes back to its original form, meaning I think the expectation will be all across this country.
LA police declaring an unlawful assembly in the downtown area for a second straight night. This time it was Black Lives Matter activists who were given dispersal orders. Activists were celebrating the likely defeat of District Attorney Jackie Lacey, presumed to fall to challenger George Gascon. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and heating needs, it's Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Call them today.
Dr. Stork, today stronger immunity and better nutrition are more important than ever. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. Compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best provides 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, all helping you maintain a strong immune system and better overall health. Plus, you get all that farm fresh, delicious taste. These are no ordinary times, so why choose an ordinary egg? Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
T-Mobile for Business knows saving time and money is important for your business. We're introducing Microsoft 365 on us, now included in our best business plan. With Office apps, Microsoft Teams, cloud storage, and more, Microsoft 365 on us gives you the tools you need to run your business. Stop by a T-Mobile store today. Qualifying plan required. Contact us to activate. 1 license per line, max 2 per account. Third-party terms apply. See T-Mobile.com for plan details.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, they have 2 locations in the Valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, the Imperial County Register of Voters has updated the returns from Tuesday's general election. The unofficial election results show no changes in the leaders from the last update released early Tuesday morning, but some races tightened up a bit. One of the closest races is for IID Director Division 4. Challenger Javier Gonzalez leads incumbent Eric Ortega by just 14 votes. The El Centro City Council race is also tight. Sylvia Marroquin and Martha Cardenas Singh lead, but for the third seat, incumbent Efrain Silva leads another incumbent, Edgar Garcia, by just 98 votes. The Brawley Elementary School Board, Cesar Guzman, trails Esther Sanchez Banda by just 24 votes for the third seat. Approximately 25% of the ballots mailed out have been counted. Well, here is an update on COVID-19.
It was released by the County Public Health Department. New cases per day per 100,000 population is now at 27.95, up from the 26.16 reported on Tuesday. Positivity rate has gone down to 14.43% from the 15.14% reported on Tuesday. Active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County has increased to 429 as compared to 421 reported on Tuesday. A death toll from COVID-19 has remained steady steady at 338 for the last several days. 79,956 have tested for the virus. 13,284 of those tested positive. Of those, 12,017 have recovered. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price. Guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, the Brawley City Council has named Tyler Salcido city manager. Salcido has served as interim city manager since September of this year. He succeeds Rosanna Bayonne-Moore. Salcido is a lifelong Imperial Valley resident, joined the city of Brawley, and served as the city's finance director. Versus the IID. George Gale has the story.
It is not over yet. California Supreme Court recently denied a body's petition to overturn the decision of the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. The state court rejected the petition, saying in essence that they agreed with the appeals court. Michael Abadi originally sued the Imperial Irrigation District over water rights issues. Imperial County Superior Court agreed with Abadi. The IID appealed that decision, and the appellate court said the Superior Court was wrong in most of its decisions. After being rejected by the state Supreme Court, Abadi filed a petition Monday with the U.S. Supreme Court. Abadi now has until January 28th to submit a petition showing how his case could set water law precedent and why it is a federal matter. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The city of El Centro would like to hear from you. The city is applying for park grant funding under Proposition 68 for Gomez Park. Residents are encouraged to attend a meeting today at 2:30 p.m. at Gomez Park, which is at 901 South Hope Street. There will be a presentation with preliminary design and playground selection. Face masks will be required and social distancing will be observed. You may pose questions if you'd like or comments on the City of El Centro's Facebook or Instagram accounts. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Practice the drums, feed your fish, practice your Spanish.
Miércoles.
Finally, finish your last class of the day. Thank you. Finish your homework, pick up your brothers, take them to McDonald's, and get them Big Mac burgers and Chicken McNuggets, which makes you the best sister ever meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's, especially when you buy one of your faves and get another for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Page 2 and a look at the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Well, the next 2 days will be warm, but cooler weather will be here by the weekend. The National Weather Service says that we may hit record high temperatures today, but significantly cooler temperatures falling about 20 degrees will begin Friday and continue into the weekend. The Imperial and Yuma valleys will also see winds with gusts of 30 to 40 miles an hour. There is even a slight chance of rain. Snow is even possible in the higher elevations. Well, a body is found in a mobile home. George Gale filed the story.
It was found Monday in Winter Haven. Resident called 911 to report the death. Officials say the body had no visible signs of foul play. Body was described as that of a white man. His identification will not be released until after his family is notified. Officials say they have no idea how long the man had been dead. before the body was discovered in a mobile home. An autopsy will be performed to determine a cause of death. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
El Centro police are investigating a traffic accident that occurred at about 7:20 on Wednesday evening. According to initial information, a pickup truck struck a pedestrian in the area of Main Street and Fairfield Street. Bystanders performed CPR on the victim until emergency personnel arrived. The victim, a man whose name was not released, was treated at the scene and then life-flighted to Desert Regional Medical Center for treatment of major injuries. The accident remains under investigation. Well, it's just around the corner. Veterans Day for 2020. Here's more of the story.
It is up on November 11th. Celebrations and memorials will be a little bit different this year because of the pandemic. Voice 8 and American Legion Post 25 will be hosting a Veterans Day barbacoa. It'll be a pick up and go event. Cost is $25 per plate. Place an order at 760-782-2518. Then drive to 569 Broadway in El Centro to pick up your order. Veterans Day barbacoa will run from 12 noon until 4. In Holtville, the traditional Veterans Day recognition will be in the form of a caravan instead of the traditional parade. Caravan will end at Holt Park for a farmers market event at 5 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose David H. West to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a look at the weather.
The National Weather Service says unseasonably warm temperatures will persist through tomorrow, with readings reaching up to 15 degrees above normal. Record heat is possible today, tomorrow in the Imperial and Yuma valleys, with temperatures into the mid-90s. A drastic cool down is expected this weekend as a cold weather system moves through the region, with highs falling into the 60s by Sunday. This weekend's weather will also bring breezy to locally windy conditions, chances for showers mainly during the day Saturday and again later Sunday into Sunday night. Below normal temperatures will continue through early next week, while rain chances likely come to an end by Monday afternoon. 94 the high yesterday, 59 our low. To increasing clouds with a high near 94, light winds becoming north-northwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 68, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Friday with a high near 94, west winds 5 to 15 miles an hour becoming south-southwest later in the day. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 71. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers. On Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 69. West-southwest wind 10 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. A 20% chance of showers after 10 a.m. on Sunday. We have 66 degrees and 35% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
It's sports time. We've got Thursday night football heading your way. 5 o'clock tonight. Packers, 49ers. Yeah, the 49ers. What can I say? With all the injuries, then they had to put 4 players on the reserve COVID-19 list yesterday and declared all 4 of them out for tonight's game against the Packers. Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins are placing starting running back Myles Gaskin on injured reserve with a knee injury. That'll keep him out for at least the next 3 games. Gaskin suffered the injury in Sunday's win over the Rams. And the Houston Texans have closed their facility today after one of their players tested positive for COVID-19. We've got more coming up. High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast features some of the very best games from the KXO archives. Classic high school football.
Let's play some football!
Is brought to you by Dayton Express, your one-stop convenience store in Imperial. El Zarapa, serving your favorite Mexican food with takeout and curbside service. El Zarape in Imperial. Got a great game for you tomorrow night. Holtville Southwest from September of 2013. Good game, especially if you're a Viking. In other news, Rafael Nadal has become the 4th man with 1,000 match wins. Can you guess who the others are? Okay, I'll tell you. Jimmy Connors, Roger Federer, and Ivan Lendl, the only men in the 1,000 wins club since the Open era began in 1968. And don't forget, next week, it's the Masters from Augusta, and we will have updates throughout the week. Yeah, the Masters. I've got my green blazer ready. Yeah, you don't know? I won the Masters. Yeah, well, mini golf. Okay, yeah, and for some of us, miniature golf is like full-size golf. Don't forget, we've got NFL football tonight, 5 o'clock on AM 1230.
For the past, El Zarape restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
And we want to take a look at financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. The Dow Jones Industrials right now up over 600 points at 28,448. The S&P 500 green up 77.5 points at 3,521. The NASDAQ 11,870. That's up 280 points. Meanwhile, gold up $49.40 an ounce. I told you to buy yesterday. And oil is down 13 cents a barrel. The Dow on post-elections. And that coronavirus update nationally, Dr. Fauci's dire prediction came true. The U.S. counts more than 100,000 cases in a single day to set a record. Meanwhile, Uber is set to report earnings today after their big Election Day win in California. And Peloton will report their earnings today as well. Nintendo profits more than triples on soaring sales. What else are you going to do except sit around the house playing Nintendo? And looking at the election returns, 2 days after Election Day, having picked up Wisconsin and probably Michigan, Biden needs just one more swing state to become president-elect.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
We will see increasing clouds today with a high near 94, light winds, then turning northwest, about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 68, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high near 94, west winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, then becoming southwest. Gusts could be as 7 degrees, downtown 35% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 325 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do.
Our American spirit is alive and strong, and while we're all going through these unprecedented historical times, we can face these challenges together. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. Although we may wear face masks and practice social distancing, there are no restrictions on making travel memories for business or pleasure. Taking care of our Shiloh guests and employees is the very essence of what we do. At Shiloh Inns, we're open and ready to welcome you to a clean, safe home away from home. You'll find extra cleaning and sanitizing protocols in place for the safety of our guests and employees. At Shiloh Inns, we offer many free amenities like free Wi-Fi, and even the kids stay free. So book your next stay with confidence at ShilohInns.com or call 1-800-222-2244. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence, American family-owned and proud of it.
The best on the radio. KXO. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. 2 days after the election, Joe Biden is inching closer to the magic number of 270 electoral votes. But the Trump campaign is moving quickly to wage legal battles over the ballot counts. The president's supporters have been protesting outside the building where votes are being tallied in Maricopa County, Arizona. Secretary of State Katie Hobbs.
By my really early calculations this morning, we're just under 450,000 outstanding ballots left across the state.
Arizona is one of several key states yet to be called another Pennsylvania. Correspondent Jerika Duncan is in Philadelphia.
While there have not been any irregularities or major problems reported, the Trump campaign is demanding better access to locations where ballots are being processed and counted. The president saying that he would challenge the results if he loses here.
The president has filed a legal challenge in Nevada, and he's demanding a recount in Wisconsin, where Joe Biden leads by just over 20,000 votes. Governor Scott Walker tells CBS this morning,
if nothing else changed, that is indeed a high hurdle. Typically in the past, we saw a recount 4 years ago in the presidential election. It swung about, I think the president gained about 131 votes.
Mr. Trump trails Joe Biden 253 to 213 in the electoral count. Demonstrators are out in full force again across the country in the nation's capital.
A group of demonstrators walking on foot, joined by others on bicycles, have loudly and sometimes profanely been circling the White House.
We want to respect the electoral process and make sure all the votes get counted.
Demonstrators were part of a group that calls themselves Shut Down D.C., and some walked with wooden shields.
We're defending democracy.
Jamie Bindon is one of the organizers.
We will continue to uphold the pillars of democracy and defend democracy at every step.
Outside the White House, John Doman for CBS News, Washington.
A judge in Minneapolis has ruled against the defense, ordering all 4 police officers in George Floyd's death to be tried together in Minneapolis. A dire coronavirus milestone has recorded more than 100,000 infections in a single day. In Texas, Dr. Ogachika Alioze says hospitalizations in El Paso County have topped the 1,000 mark.
This is the highest we've ever been. And the unfortunate thing is there's no clear end in sight.
Jobless claims edging lower. 751,000 people signed up for the first time last week, and that's down slightly from the week before. Bankrate's Mark Hamrick.
Even as employers add or restore some jobs, there's still ongoing job loss.
The Dow is up 601 points. This is CBS News.
Capital One is right in the palm of your hand, so you can check your balance, deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money from your phone with a top-rated app. Get started online anytime. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, have you noticed how everyone's grammar is completely awful now? Like, you know, the texting and the LOLs. Whatever happened to punctuation? I mean, Congress is just Progressive could say big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's been quite the year. That's why we're starting the holiday joy earlier than ever at Ulta Beauty. Early Black Friday deals drop every Friday and Saturday all month long. And we've got new and exclusive products from brands like Too Faced, Morphe, Tula, and more. Plus, we've made shopping the way you want easy too. So visit us in-store or try curbside pickup. Get ready to say hello holidays and see the joy all season long. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
A woman in the South strikes gold twice.
If you're in need of a streak of good luck, you might want to reach out to Rita Bailey. The Perryville, Kentucky woman has become a two-time lottery winner, saying she prayed before she bought a scratch-off lottery ticket at a local food mart. She ended up with a $100,000 winning ticket. She'll get $71,000 after taxes, money she'll use to help her ailing mother. Bailey won a $1 million Kentucky lottery prize in March of 2007. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A man from Idaho Falls is persona non grata at Yellowstone National Park. Rangers say he tried to cook chickens in the hot springs. They say they got a tip. Someone was hiking towards the Shoshone Geyser Basin with pots in tow. When officials arrived, they found a burlap bag in the water, 2 whole birds inside, and cookware nearby. The East Idaho News says the man has been fined $1,200. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Buckley.
For some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.